Thanks for checking in. I'm Taylor Freeman. Lots of stories developing today, and we want to get you up to date before our next full newscast. Here are your latest headlines. A judge has denied Columbia Public Schools' motion to dismiss the lawsuit against its mask mandate. CPS has had some form of indoor mask mandate since the summer, but now the first hearing for the lawsuit challenging that requirement is underway. Today's hearing is to determine how the case will proceed, instead of whether CPS is going to win or lose. One of the main issues of the hearing is whether this case can proceed as a class action suit against all school districts in Missouri that have a mask mandate, or if it is just CPS. The judge considers a preliminary injunction that A.G. Schmidt filed after the original suit.
This hearing is about whether the court should issue that preliminary injunction, which has the potential, at least, to prevent school districts from enforcing mask mandates, and in particular has the potential to stop Columbia from enforcing a mask mandate in its schools.
We'll bring you the latest updates at that hearing as it continues today. Speaking of CPS, this morning some families were on their own to get to school. Parents at John Warner Middle School tell KOMU 8 News they had less than 24 hours to make transportation arrangements. The principal for John Warner Middle School sent an email to parents Monday saying Bus Route 4 will stop both morning and afternoon services. It also says students are not allowed to jump on other bus routes nearby. Here's what one CPS parent has to say about the change.
I usually drive him in the morning, and then I would prefer to have him come home on the bus. But unfortunately, because the bus just isn't available, that we're having to do more pickup.
CPS spokesperson Michelle Baumstark sent us an email stating the district is doing everything it can to find solutions to the driver shortage. We reached out to Student Transportation of America, which is the bus company the district contracts with. We have not yet heard back. MU Healthcare has changed the way it's tracking COVID-19 hospitalizations. Its COVID dashboard is now including the vaccination status of hospitalized patients. To be considered vaccinated, the patient must have a confirmed record of full vaccination 14 days prior to hospital admission. Right now, there are 23 COVID patients in the ICU. 3 are vaccinated. Also, there are 17 patients on ventilators. 2 are vaccinated. An MU Healthcare doctor told our partners at the Columbia Missourian these numbers are expected.
The people who die from COVID are, many fold more likely to unvaccinated people. But we see a differentiation between vaccinated people and their survival rate and the way they deal with the disease.
MU Healthcare says the change allows for increased transparency around COVID-19 hospitalization trends. MoDOT is now reviewing public feedback on the possible demolition of an aging bridge in Columbia. That includes a petition started by a local business. Lee's Tires started the petition to save the westbound I-70 business loop ramp. The petition has more than 1,000 signatures. It says the removal of the ramp could cripple businesses in the area. MoDOT says the bridge is past its life expectancy.
The bridge is nearing the end of its useful life, so it's time to take a look at the system as a whole and see if the bridge is serving the purpose that we want it to, make sure it's a safe location to enter and exit the highway.
A new lane at Rangeline would provide an alternate route to the business loop. MoDOT says it is still early in the process of removal, which could cost almost $1.5 million. Those are your latest headlines. We'll have another full newscast later today. In the meantime, you can find all the news right here on KOMU.com. I'm Taylor Freeman. Thanks for checking in.